Shalom. Kol Halo Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Raha Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name is Barad Debar, coming to you from the GMS campus, Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Especially to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel, the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. Just going to go into a few scriptures just pertaining to no cloak. This is the book of John, chapter 5, verse 22. Yahweh Shai is reading or saying, he says, if I had not come and spoken unto them, meaning the nation, the Israel, okay, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Okay, so let's look up the cloak. Okay, he said if the Yahweh Shai wouldn't have not come, right? The people would have no cloak. I mean, they would have continued to have a cloak, okay, for their sins. But now that Yahweh Shai has come and he has sent forth his prophets in the last days, they have no cloak. What is cloak? It says a loose outer garment, something liking to an outer garment, such as something that envelops or conceals. Okay, so the people of the world, you know, they hide themselves because, of course, many of them are attached to Esau Edom, so-called white man, who also is hiding hiding behind many events. They're pretty much are in secret places, creating unrighteous decrees. And then, of course, they put Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in the forefront as being the face of a lot of immoral acts. So, but there's no longer a covering, a hood, a curtain, a mantle, right? Not a mask that you can hide behind, or a veil that could also have you hide as well. This is the book of Luke. And again, I hope that this will be edifying or to some point for the elect. The book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 19, or excuse me, verse 17. The book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 17, it reads, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known or come abroad. So everything that's in the secrets of who the wicked are, Esau Edom, so-called white man, the secrets of who Israel is, you so-called blacks, and Hispanics, and Native Americans, which make up the 12 tribes, the true Israelites of today, the conditions that they would be in, right? These things will all be made known, and they have been made known in these last days, even with the situation of Cat Williams calling out the comedians, saying that they're in this elite class, and the things that people have to do from the hip hop music to the agenda that you pushing women to be out front and to pretty much rule over men and be masculine and have their own way. The ABC community, the different agendas that's been pushed, we're finding, you know, the deeper ends of who's behind all of that, which of course is Esau Edom, so-called white man. And so, again, read that one more time. There is nothing, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be made known or come abroad. So of course, one of those that will be made known are who the men of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, are. And we'll get that. But first, let's go to the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and we're going to start at verse 73. Second Esdras 16, verse 73, 71. It says, okay, and this is really talking, this going into, a time of insurrection, people going against each other. We know that we're in a time of Jacob's trouble, and where martial law, famine, many different things that will be happening. So I'm just starting at 71, but the point, I believe, is in 73. It says, then shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, because Esau will come down like a flood against the people of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, mainly trying to get their hands on the elect. Okay. And it says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Verse 73, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Okay. And so it's going to show you that in these last days, it's going to be made known who the chosen are of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I like to hear that when he says, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. And that goes back into Ecclesiastes chapter 2. One of the scriptures that come to mind, chapter 2, verse 5, it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So these, it's going to be shown who are acceptable in the eyesight of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai when all of these temptations, especially the one when it comes to the MOTB, the mark of the beast, come into play. It'll then be shown who is his chosen. He said that my servants shall eat. It's also a scripture that it talks about in Ezekiel, where it says, matter of fact, let's get it. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 30. Ezekiel 33. Actually, get it out of Ezekiel 33, verses 32. He says, and lo, thou art unto them, talking about unto Israel, the prophet Ezekiel, and we come in that same stead. For the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. Okay, in these last days, he says, and thou art unto them as a lovely song, one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, they, meaning this would be the 2/3 of our people, right? They hear thy words, but they do them not, because the elect will hear the words and will work to do them. Okay, they will hear and do them. Okay, and it says, verse 33, and when this comes to pass, lo, it will come. Okay, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So that's a cloak, like when you say a covering, people don't know and don't see that the prophets, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai actually have men out preaching and teaching the true gospel. And again, like a broken record, the head apostles of GMS, starting with the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and those that teach the likewise doctrine. Okay, this is the book of, and so the main point with the cloak is everything's going to be uncovered, but also the men of the Lord, it will be made known who the Lord's chosen is. Let's see. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 5. Let me get there. Wisdom of Solomon 5. I'm going to start from 1, and we're going to read it down to verse 5. Okay? It says, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such that has afflicted him and made no account of his labor. So just to show you, the righteous men of Yahweh Shemel Shai in the last days, they will be standing and speaking boldly of the works and the wonderful works of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? And for the face of such that has afflicted them. Who's afflicted us and put us in captivity? We're yet this day in our captivity, Baruch 3 and 8, subject to payments, of reproach. Okay? People are all manner of affliction that has happened to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians by the hand of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And he says, whether it be through police brutality, imprisonment, hangings, castrations, you name it. He says, women taken and ravished, It says, when they see it, verse 2, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Okay, they meaning the other nations that have afflicted us. Okay, there's Esau, Edom, but you also had other nations as well. And they shall be amazed by the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. And again, that's 2/3 of our people as well. I can't forget that. Salakia. Okay. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor. And so that's how they think about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay, but those who are doing the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai, Yahweh Bashim Shai is not forgetful to forget your labor of love that you show toward his name. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. He says, verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness and then his end to be without honor. Verse 5, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Shai, and his lot is among the saints. So, of course, the saints are the children of Israel. So it's not going to be all other nations. So it's going to be made known who everything is going to be uncovered. And in the last days, it's going to be made known who Yahweh Bashim Yahushai chosen is. This is the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 19. And I may have one more scripture, but we may stop here. Romans chapter 8, verse 19, it reads, says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. So like the animals from the fish that are dying and whales and beaching themselves to the animals that have been tested on by the thousands, by the droves. The harsh conditions of, the cattle, from the cows to the chickens, the stress that they have been put under, the animals of today, from the wildlife, going from bears to deer that really doesn't have places to roam. Even in times past, when the natives had the land, the buffalo that were killed and slaughtered by the masses. By Esau Edom, these creatures, along with the people who were created by Yahweh Shemel Shai, waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. They're waiting for the children of Israel to be placed in their righteous position. This is the last book. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 1 and 2. Proverbs chapter 29, verses 1 and 2. It says, verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. So as you can see, it's being made manifest who the wicked are. And we're looking around and you see that the people are mourning for all sorts of reasons. Okay. And then you see, but when the righteous are in authority, the people will rejoice because it's going to be peace until to the children of Israel. Because in the end, all Israel will be righteous, and the other nations will be under subjection. But through their subjection, they will be placed in their lands, and they'll be able to function, still paying tribute to the children of Israel, but they'll be able to function in their land, and it would be, of course, going back to Israel, who it's really for, the elect, a kingdom of priests upon the face of the earth. So again, I hope that this was edifying into the body. Before I end, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say, Shalom.